Hello and welcome with a summary of WTV News. The Electoral Commission confirmed its inability to hold provincial elections in December. The head of the Electoral Administration, Riyad Badran, said that the Provincial Council elections need 6 months on the lowest estimate to complete the preparations before holding it, pointing out that the new date will be discussed between the Commission and the House of Representatives in the new session. The Federal Court approved the final results of the parliamentary elections and the names of the winners. Spokesman of the Federal Supreme Court, Samuk, said that the court examined the names of the Electoral Commission of the elections, adding that after the scrutiny and the deliberation on the received names and objections to some of them, the Federal Supreme Court on Sunday afternoon its decision to ratify the received names with the consensus. Leadership in Sairun coalition Haifa Al-Amin confirmed that its alliance will not participate in a government that includes a coalition of Dawlat al-Qanun. Al-Amin said that Sairun doesn't believe in the formation of a bloc building on quotas and the division of spoils and the distribution of the country's wealth to the parties again, asserting that Sairun will not be in a government that participating Dawlat al-Qanun, which insists on quotas, and in case that their bloc couldn't able of forming the largest bloc, it will turn to the opposition. The Kurdish Al-Taghir movement confirmed that it will not participate in a government that doesn't accountability the oil thieves of the Kurdistan region. The leader of the movement, Sabr Ismail, said that the conditions of Barzani and Talabani parties is to enter in forming the next government, which includes the return of Peshmerga forces to the disputed areas, and also application of Article 140 is not in its place and doesn't serve the Kurdish citizen, pointing out that the most prominent demands of the mass is to accountability the corrupt in the region, otherwise it will move to the opposition. Forensic Pathology has announced the delivery of more than 734 dead bodies of spiker murderers to their families after the completion of DNA tests. Director of Forensic Pathology Zaid Ali said that there are others 400 under examination, indicating that his department received the bodies of spiker murderers in groups after the opening of each new cemetery to be found. There were plans bombed targets of Daesh organization in the area between the provinces of Diyala and Salahuddin. A military source said that there were plans carried out intensive air raids targeted secret hideouts for Daesh in the Mutabija basin between Diyala and Salahuddin, adding that the flight had achieved their objectives and resulted in the enemy inflicted heavy losses on lives and equipment. Pilgrims of the House of God began to flock to their Hair of Muna to spend the day of profusion and continue their influx until late in the day before heading tomorrow at the level of Mount Arafah, in the corner of most important in a pilgrimage. The Saudi authorities announced the completion of the arrival of pilgrims to Mecca. For its part, the Saudi Interior Ministry pointed out that number of pilgrims who arrived in the Holy Land reached 2 million pilgrims for more than 80 countries in the world. End of the summary. Thank you for watching us.